Recently, I've been thinking about these two great commandments that Jesus uses to sum up all of the commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. And as I think about these two commandments that sum up all of the other ones, I'm reminded again and again how hard they are to follow. How hard it is to love the Lord, my God, with all my heart and soul and mind and strength, and how hard it is to love my neighbor as myself. Loving God and loving neighbor are challenging things to do. And yet, Jesus is always asking us, always telling us, always reminding us to love the Lord your God with all your soul and mind and heart, and love your neighbor as yourself. Love the Lord your God with all your mind and heart and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. Soul, mind, heart, soul. Loving God with our whole selves, and loving our neighbors as we love ourselves is a hard thing. I've had some conversations recently that have challenged my love of my neighbor, and yet it's my job, not just as a pastor, but as a Christian, as a person of faith, as a person who is seeking to follow Jesus, to seek and to do the thing that is the most loving in the moment. And sometimes the most loving thing is to speak the truth in love. Sometimes the most loving thing is just to listen. Sometimes the most loving thing is to just simply be present. Sometimes the most loving thing is to, in one's listening, find room for compassion. I don't know what sort of challenges to love you might be having in your life. But I hope and pray that as you seek to live out Jesus' great commandments, to love God and love neighbor, that you will be gracious with yourself when you fall short, but that you'll also, moment by moment, day by day, seek to live out Christ's great call to love. Love the Lord your God with all your mind and heart and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. Love the Lord your God with all your mind and heart and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. Friends, I'm hoping to see all of you soon. The days of us being apart from one another are hopefully drawing to a close. We've been apart for so long in some ways because we are seeking to love you and to care for the overall well-being of our church family. And as we are moving forward towards reopening the church, I hope, a little bit later in the month of June, we are still seeking to love our neighbors. So you're going to be finding some more out about that in the coming days, next week. But just know that you are loved and that you are missed. Peace be with you, friends.